And we are live. Finally. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. We have Adrian the Problem Broner versus Mr. Santiago. Okay, undefeated fighter. He is giving Adrian Broner thus far a lot of aggression, not a lot of fully landed punches. I'm just making it through the door, so forgive me. I just got off. I did watch the Otto Vailene Dominic Brazil fight on the way here. I'll talk about that later in the recap. Adrian Broner, he is looking like Adrian Broner so far. I'm waiting for him to do what he's supposed to do. He's pop shotting here a bit. Let's hit that like button as we come in. I'm waiting to see the difference from the drinking, the party life. I'm trying to see what's different with him. He's still quick. I see his reflexes are still there, but I don't see the punches. You know, you can feint, you can move, you can show that you're versatile or show that you're athletic, but you have to throw punches. So that's something that I'm waiting for Adrian Broner to do right now. Right hand just missed for Santiago. Good jab from Adrian Broner. He parries his own jab to the body from Santiago. Left hook and right hand misses. It shows that Adrian Broner, you know, it shows that he's still quick. He's looking for counters that are not there. So a lot of times I think Adrian Broner gets into a trance where he's waiting for certain counters that's not there. And because they're not there, he doesn't initiate an attack. He waits for certain things that it will never be. Some things you just have to mention. Like right there, he was looking for him to jab, for him to pull a pull counter, but it wasn't there to pull a pull counter. So he didn't do anything. And the guy whacks him to the right and then throws a left hook to the body. But the good news is Santiago is missing a lot. So that shows that Adrian Broner's defense is there at least. He's not taking a lot of shots from that guy. But he's not landing a lot either. So it's kind of like, hey, it's cat and mouse, but no one is the cat and then no one is the mouse. So that's what we have. So it's round 5 is over, going into round 6. Let's see what happened in round 4. Good left hook lands for Santiago. They're looking at some instant replays because I'm just making it back into the door. Okay. So some punches landed after the bell. It was a little drama right then. You know, Adrian got caught in his face and he's like, okay, what was this? What is this about? Kalen Simon, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. You know what I'm thinking? They let Adrian Broner wear his beard, whereas when the Pacquiao fight, they made him change. You know, they made him shave it off. Big Daddy Cox, what's up, all? Big Daddy Cox, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Okay, round 6 in the making. Santiago comes in strong. Adrian comes in to okay. Arthur McCanty Jr. is the referee, and then one thing about this fight. Arthur McCanty is a type of aggressive referee, so he doesn't allow a lot of holding. Ooh, good left hook lands for Santiago. See, Adrian Broner, that's the problem. I think he needs to worry about initial attacks. He's worried so much about defense that he forgets to initiate his offense. You know, he did the same thing with Porter. Anybody that knows Adrian Broner can outwork him. Now, look, Santiago has him in the ropes. He's scored at least 3 or 4 shots. A good shot to the jab to the body. Good right to the body. He misses with the left hook. Adrian wraps him up again. See, this is classic Adrian, and it's bad. It's not good. Good left hook lands for Adrian Broner. He fights in spots, but they're very, very few. He should fight then. Initiate the attack. Because the problem also, Santiago is fighting him very close. He's not fighting. He's not giving Adrian Broner room to breathe. And that's a bad thing. It's a real bad thing. Because Adrian Broner is a counterpunch and he needs a little space to see what the hell's going on. But if you smother him, he's doing somewhat like of a good jab from Adrian Broner, of a Sean Porter. That's how Sean Porter got him. Sean Porter smothered him like he always does. Sean Porter will smother his own punches. You know, but as long as you don't have enough room to get leverage on your punches to make a difference, it's all good in the hood for Sean Porter. You know, I think Santiago's winning, but I haven't seen the first 3 rounds, so it's hard to tell. So I don't want to base this off of based off what I see. You know, I've seen some replays and all. But Adrian Broner's he's not fighting. He's coming forward now with his guard up. He threw one uppercut. Okay, now he loops over with the uppercut. Good left hook from Adrian Broner. As I say that, show me something. Good jab from Adrian Broner. See, if you guys looking, Adrian Broner's trying to pin him back because he needs space. He needs space to initiate certain attacks. And that's the problem. This guy is coming forward, head forward towards him with his dukes up, and he's not giving him nothing to work with. Now Adrian Broner's working the body. That's what he should be doing. He should attack this guy relentlessly because this guy is attacking him relentlessly. He throws a right, a left hook to the body, a left upstairs, and then he's consistently fighting. So this is a very highly spirited fight because this guy ain't coming to lose. He ain't fighting like a losing fighter, and he'd be damned if he gets beat by Adrian Broner. So the aggressiveness alone could persuade any judge. Good uppercut by Broner, but it was a kind of quick check uppercut inside. But it didn't have any power on it because Santiago was smothering him. See, Santiago will come in with a left hook. See, he throws, that good uppercut to the body. That was kind of low. Good right to the body. Adrian Broner throws a right uppercut. He throws a 1-2, then an uppercut coming from Santiago. So if you guys can see what I'm talking about, Santiago is out hustling Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is trying and waiting too long for perfect shots, and those shots are not going to come. He needs to let his fucking hands go. That's what people's been telling him. And ain't nothing going to stop. But that was a good uppercut right there because Adrian Broner decided to go back, and he went back where the guy was coming forward, created enough distance. And as I say that, here comes Santiago coming in, right, left, right to the body. All hooks. Chop, chop, chop. You know, people see that. But what happened in return? Adrian Broner has to realize he has to come in and exchange punches. He has to repay the favor. If he doesn't know how to repay the favor, that's how he can end up short on the scorecards. Not saying this guy's better than him at all. I'm not saying that. But this guy, what he's doing is he's scoring. If you guys are not watching and you want an indication how this fight is looking, think about Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko the first 6 rounds. Think of it like that. Country Boy 706, right on. That's what I'm talking about. He's still not throwing. He's not throwing. He's waiting. Adrian, look, and he's his worst critic. And I think Adrian is a person that sits back, he waits too long, and he holds. That's what, you see, you can't look pretty all the time. You got to get dirty and murky. He has the skill. But if he misses, he goes for the grab. If you miss the left hook, come right back with an uppercut. That's what, see, Broner needs to improvise. And it's almost like if it's not scripted, he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to ad-lib when one of his combinations doesn't go the way it's supposed to. And when I say that, Santiago catches him with a right hand. He catches him with another right hand. He paused with a jab. Good jab by Broner. Good jab by Broner. Good right by Broner. Good right. Good left hook by Broner. That's what Broner needs. But Broner can't stop. He gets these little spurts, but then he takes a break. Don't take a walk around the block. He can't afford to. This is the 7th round. Good left hook by Santiago because he catches Broner on the ropes. Santiago misses with a right hand. It grazed over the left glove of Adrian Broner. Good jab by Broner. See, here comes Arthur McCanty. And I know what Broner is relying on. He's relying on Arthur McCanty, but you're not. See, if a guy throws 1, 2, 3 punches, he lands 2, you grab him. Who wins that exchange? He does. Oh, good left upstairs and a left hook to the body. Good right to the body by Broner. Every so often, Broner will open up a can of whip ass to remind you of who he was when he was the 4-time champion, when he was moving up and up. Sorry, but Oscar Valdez fight have PED written all over it. Broner needs to be the older, smarter fighter and pick his punches. Broner tends to gas himself out nowadays because he lost his fitness. That's why he can't keep up the pace. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he doesn't look tired. It's something else with Broner. Good jab. See, the left hook lands. That's the left hook that landed on the instant replay. Because what he is, Broner needs space to throw those combinations. He needs just enough distance, and he can't get it all the time. So that's the struggle, keeping that man back enough to get off his own shots. Good jab, right hand to the body by Santiago. Somebody really needs to fix his pad on his trunks. His trunks are sagging, and his pad's like up near his rib cage. Santiago's. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Arthur McCanty. That looks fucking ridiculous. McCanty's fixing his he's fixing his trunks right now because that shit looked crazy. Good jab. See, Adrian has a better jab. He has a better jab. He needs to learn how to jab with Santiago. Now, he tried to do an imitation of Floyd right there, and I think that's another problem. Be yourself. Good left hook to the body by Santiago. Broner's working on the jab. But now I think Broner has him where he needs him because he needs him back. Good jab by Broner. He needs that distance. Now, see, Santiago threw a jab, then a jab and a right hand. I don't know. I just would prefer Adrian Broner to be a lot busier. See, Santiago's winning on the unofficial scorecard, 68-64. Okay, so if that tells you anything, see, that means AB needs to make something happen. There you go. Left hook, right, chopping right hand from Adrian Broner. That's what he needs. He needs those type of combinations. He needs to put it together on this kid. Get his timing back. Get his consistency back. Oh, good left hook. Good left hook that lands. I think that hurt Santiago a little bit. I think that hurt him because it was a check hook. I think that hurt Santiago. Good right by Broner. Good right by Broner. Santiago's holding now. Now this is the first time we see him holding since. Now, look, good left hook by Broner. Good jab by Broner. And suddenly, what we've seen, the punches coming from Santiago are not aggressive as they were, because now he's got that distance where AB was. He was able to pot shot from a distance. AB wants you, and he needs you in a certain way. Good chopping left hook that lands for Broner. It lands over the ear of Santiago. Santiago throws his own left. I don't know if it quite landed well, but I would give that to AB. That last portion of that fight. If I could give AB a round of what I saw, that would be the round. And he caught him with a left hook. Boom. Now, look, he almost goes down, Santiago. Whoa. His glove touched. His glove did touch. So that's an official knockdown. Now, if they're using the, so he comes in with a jab, Adrian rolls with it, catches him with a left hook. Down he goes like this, but he spread his legs. So he wasn't going to necessarily all the way go down, but look, it doesn't matter. If your glove touches the canvas, that's a knockdown. Now he damn near did a matrix. But had Broner caught him with the left hook, came with the right hand, he would have took that boy down. That would have been a knockdown. That's the shit I'm talking about with Broner. He has to be more aggressive. He's taking pictures and shit while he's throwing these counters. Yeah, they're pretty, but you got to be no more than pretty. It ain't about looking pretty. It's about actually winning. He has to win. That's the problem with Adrian. Good jab by Adrian. I think he has. And he has Santiago's respect. Santiago is no longer coming in because he knows Broner can counter. And he's looking at, good left hook by Santiago, though. Good left hook when I say that. But look, he tries to pull counter. He just needs to initiate the jab. Initiate the attack. See, he's waiting for a reaction. Just put the jab in his face. Good left hook. Good left hook by Broner. Santiago pushes him into the corner. Look, see, Santiago's thing, he wants the smothering because he wants to push. He wants to close that distance because he doesn't want AB to get off these shots because he knows AB's going to wing or he wants to pot shot. He wants to pull counter, okay? He throws like looping left uppercuts underneath. But he can't do that if Santiago's head is right at his chest. See, Santiago's making it real dirty. He's making it real dirty. Santiago throws a right. He partially blocks from Adrian Broner. He goes for an uppercut that's blocked from Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner's not. See, the thing is, Adrian Broner needs to fight. He needs to fight every round, not just spots in these rounds. That's the problem with him. Good right uppercut from Broner. Give me more. That's what I'm talking about. Good shot to the pit of the stomach with a jab by Adrian Broner. Look, it's already round 9 of 12, people. So this shit ain't just started. This ain't unfolding. These are the championship rounds that we're coming into right now. Let's hit that like button. See, he should have rolled with it. He let this guy come in on the inside on him and then back all the way up. He backed straight up. Broner should have attacked him then. He's waiting for certain counters when he should initiate other opportunities. Good jab by Broner. Come on. Come with the jab. If you notice, Broner is apprehensive to throw his own jab where the jab will do. Good right. Good right by Broner. Santiago throws a double jab and it misses. Good head movement by Broner. Okay, we got a cut. Santiago's cut on the left side. I don't know how that was initiated. Could have been a clash of heads because, see, Santiago wants the crowd and, wants to bogart. That's what happens. When you try to bogart and you do certain things, yeah, y'all missed the Verchel versus Valdez for Broner. Yeah, no, I missed it. Yeah, David Watkins. If the gloves touched it any reason, it's a knockdown. It should have been. Floyd 972. Yeah, I think he's won the last 2 rounds. It almost touched, but it didn't. Okay, country boy. Look, because they didn't show the glove. Round 10. Okay, see, it's more like a bull in the matador. Because, see, Santiago is up under his chest trying to push him into the ropes. Classic Adrian Broner bogarting kind of tactics that he's doing. Broner landing a couple jabs. Good jab by Broner. They're in the middle of the ring. See, that's where Broner needs it. He needs to be in the middle of the ring, and he needs that space, the pop shot, to counter. And if he doesn't have that, he feels it comes off like he's a little awkward in a sense. Oh, good left hook by Broner. Chopping left hook. Too close to tell. I don't know. It's a hard fight to score, honestly. Oh, good left hook lands for Broner. Broner needs to bring it up. Good right lands for Broner. Oh, a 1 and a 2. A jab and a right hand lands for Santiago. A jab lands for Santiago. See, Broner now, see, this is the problem with Broner. If Broner doesn't have that space, he seems like he's awkward in a sense. He's kind of like a deer in the headlights. He's trying to create the space, and while he's creating the space, he can't. It's almost like he can't do two things at once. So now he takes a right, he's a right from Santiago where he should be paying this motherfucker back, and he's not doing it. That's the problem. See, you can't wait for somebody aggressive like Santiago because he can't anticipate all these shots, and he's countered this guy some, but someone that's coming in reckless and rugged, you can't always anticipate counters like he feels that he should. And the problem is, if he's not doing it, he's not doing anything else. He's waiting for this guy. You can't wait for Santiago. Good jab of Santiago. Santiago comes in. There's a clinch. Okay. Santiago has his right, has Broner's left hand in a clinch. You know, it's crazy. These rounds are like damn near feeling like the 2-minute rounds. They don't even feel like 3-minute rounds. I think Santiago took this round, but it's close. See that it shouldn't be close at all. Only fighters to win titles at 130, 135, 140, and 147. Adrian Broner, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao. So Adrian Broner did all that shit at the age of like 24 years old. You have to remember that. He was like 24 at the time. Back in like 13, he beat Palomalaji, okay? He beat Palomalaji. And he goes in there and fights Maidana. I think that was in 13. I remember that. So 13 from 21 is what? That's 8 years ago. So if he's what, 30 years old? So I mean, he was younger than that. So it's what, 22 years old if he's 30 now. Broner has lost already if he doesn't get a knockout. That's his problem. He doesn't really get beat up. He just doesn't know, because in the Pacquiao fight, he wasn't beat up. You know what I mean? Pacquiao just outworked him, out-hustled him, outclassed him. But that all came from just him not doing what he's supposed to do. He's not doing his part. Good jab, but it's not enough of them. Broner will never really, I don't know if Broner will, I don't know if he will be that dude, again, because it always seems like, he's, and it's a little bit of the personality in there. He doesn't feel that he needs to do as much as the other person does so he can counter. All he feels, I can win by countering. No, motherfucker, you have to fight too. You have to take the initiative and make it happen. Good jab by Broner. See, Broner's constantly, fight this motherfucker. Fight him. That's the problem. That see, AB's waiting. He's waiting for counters. Come in and see, it could work for his advantage if a guy all see that guy now knows he's not going to do anything unless I do something. So you know who's predicting the pace? The guy Santiago is. He's predicting the pace because he knows this guy ain't initiating shit. And the only work that he gives is the work that he gives him. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. See, this is what we're dealing with. Broner's not doing enough, and you wait all round to watch Broner do something. And this is why the rounds seem like what's the deal? What's going on with this round? It seems like that because Brown, he's not doing anything. See, Broner, what is Broner doing? And then see, this guy isn't really, and it's not because this guy is more skilled. It's not because he's a better fighter. He's just out hustling him. He's doing more. His activity rate is more. And one thing I notice about Santiago in the future, win, lose, or draw for Santiago, he has some very thin skin. He has that Arturo Gatti skin because he looks like he's went 12 rounds already with the way. Shit, he looks like Dominic Brazil in there when he just fought Violin. Polja 5E. I mean, by default, it has to be this guy. I mean, his face don't look like it, but he's landed more. He's thrown more. He's done more, I guess. Who's landed the better shots? Broner's landed the better shots, but they have not been enough. So this is what we're dealing with. Hollywood J. Broner should have retired 3 years ago. See, look, some people do a certain amount of progress early in their career or early in their life. And and their career is short. See, I don't know. Adrian Broner, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to be too pretty. Maybe he's trying to be, and that prettiness leaves you apprehensive at times because if you don't do it. Broner versus Floyd, no. Floyd knows what to do from the beginning of the round to the middle of the round to the end of the round. See, Broner's on the fucking ropes. What is he doing on the ropes? That's the problem. This guy's backing him up now. Now, here's the deal. Unofficial scoring is 104-104. That's a behind-the-head punch. That's 2 behind-the-head punches for Santiago. Santiago let him go. See, Santiago's playing. See, I didn't like what Macante did. That's 3 behind-the-head punches. Macante, I don't know why he didn't see it. And why the fuck isn't Adrian Broner fighting? Now, when I say that, he throws a left hook. He lands a jab. He lands the left hook and he lands the jab, by the way. But that's the thing. It's far few in between. This guy's thrown 20 punches. You thrown fucking 4. He just threw 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, the judges, it don't matter if they're landing, if they're grazing, if they're partially landing. It doesn't matter if he's throwing more than you. Who do you think they're going to give it to? Now, this guy's Santiago's act. He's fighting dirty. He's fighting dirty like a dickhead because what he's doing is he's coming in with his head, and then when Macante tells him to break, he doesn't. He just keeps leaning forward. But he's out hustling AB because AB ain't doing shit. That's the problem. Look, this fight is the 12th round, and this guy now is throwing punches to the body. Yeah, this is a nasty fight too. I think since we had those punches after the bell, they've had some bad blood against each other. And Broner's trying to keep distance, where I think he should take a little step back and counter like he did before, I think about 4 rounds ago. Because the guy's leaning in, throwing punches. That's what he's doing. And some of those punches are getting in between the gloves. And see, this guy, he gets hit. What he knows how to do, he leans forward. yeah, if this is a draw, it would be okay because the way this guy's fighting, he's not fighting. He's fighting to land as many punches as he can, but it's a sloppy ass style. And Broner is baiting right into it because he's trying to keep this guy back. Well, the guy's not going anywhere. So he's fighting another war within the fight itself. I mean, he hasn't hurt Broner at all with any of his shots. Broner's not nicked. Broner doesn't have swelling. Broner has a big ass beard that might help, but you know, with his eyes, nose, brow, none of that's swollen. This guy looks like fucking Rocky Balboa. So the fight's over. But this guy was able to out-hustle Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner would be lucky if he comes out with a draw in this fight. Because this guy has done what he's supposed to do. And look, was he even good at doing what he was doing? No. But was he successful? Yes. But we'll see. Adrian Broner should have made a better effort. Adrian Broner is the same fucking guy that I seen when him lose the last 4 fights. That's it. Look at the fucking punches landed. Santiago landed 207 fucking punches. Broner landed 98. You see what I'm saying? Like that type of shit, like you have to pay a person back. Okay? It's a such thing as answering punches. Okay? You have to answer punches from fighters. If a guy hits you, you know, I got to get this motherfucker back. Like this round, not next 2 rounds or not next 3 rounds. No, this round. You know what I mean? I have to do it and put the stank on it. Put some respect on it. Did Broner do enough? We don't know. My guess, though, it's going to be some Jesse Vargas-like shit. You know, because Broner caught him at almost. But see, he caught him with a left hook and watched his ass damn near fall. If he would have caught him with a left hook and caught him with a right hand behind that left hook, followed with something, that boy would have been down. That would have been at least a knockdown. So that would have been the significance. That would have been the rising action of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so now you have unofficial scorecards, 104 to 104. I don't think Broner won the last round. I don't think he did enough. I think he was too busy trying to keep this guy from doing what this guy's strategy was instead of fighting the fucking guy. That's the problem. He was trying to push the guy back and make distance. Just in case he feels like punching, I'm going to punch. See, that's body work. 1, 2, 3, 4 punches land for Santiago. He throws an uppercut. And the sad part about it, Santiago's really not skilled. He's not a good fighter. He's not on that. He should, like, Adrian Broner should have chopped this motherfucker down in 6 rounds. A focused Adrian Broner should have beat this guy. But I don't know this guy. Look, he landed the harder punches, but Broner didn't put together the punches to take this guy out. Is the guy busted up? Is he cut? Is he swollen? Yes, he's all the above. Did he get a knockdown? No. Did he outland a guy? No, he did not. So this is what we're looking at, right? Now, we got so look, here we go. We'll see who wins. Here's Jimmy Lenny Jr. Here we go. All right. So we have a unanimous decision. Wow. Unanimous. So it ain't no split shit here. It's unanimous. 115 to 112. 116 to 111. And 117 to 110. All 3 in favor. And they give it to Adrian Broner. I don't know about that one. I was disappointed in Adrian Broner's performance. But yeah, the dude's pissed. He's pissed because he's like, yo, I out-hustled him. I'll land him 207 to 98. I don't know about that one. No. See, that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Now, I was prepared to be disappointed in Adrian Broner for not doing enough to win. This motherfucker landed 98 point punches to the guy's 207. There is no way, guys. No way that shit could have been that way. Not at all. This is why I hate the sport. This is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. This shit here. This guy, Jovanie, Santiago, I feel bad for him. He wasn't the better fighter, but he did what he's supposed to do. Again, it's almost like this. Imagine they would have done that to Teofimo in the Lomachenko fight. Right? Teofimo he done more because Lomachenko didn't do as much. Right? This is the same shit. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. This is crazy. This is nuts. 113 to 114. And look, even they had him up by a point. And I know some of those were like swing rounds they were giving fucking Adrian Broner, the unofficial scorecards. See, this is the type of shit. See, nobody knows who Santiago is. I never heard of Santiago. But that shouldn't mean, because we never heard of a guy, that he's not the popular guy, he's not the money guy, to rob the guy. That doesn't mean that. I mean, so what the fuck is he there for? You know, if you guys are just going to rob the guy. Now, again, I can understand if there was a knockdown present or something like this, but this was 117 to 110? Dude, what the fuck? 115 to 112 will look more like it. But those other two drunk cocksuckers that judged this fight, they were way off. They were too far off. I mean, you can't blame the PBC Floyd 972. You can't just blame them, because that shit has been on the DAZN card. The DAZN cards were funny. The ESPN cards were funny. Look at the Teofimo Loma fight. Those scorecards were way the fuck off. D-Town Blaster, what's up, brother? Appreciate your love. Because, I mean, Santiago ain't got none. He ain't got no love for this. This is crazy. You call it a draw. Dude, I don't call it the shit they talking about. AB beat that boy. Black Magic Genetics. I beat him. Yo, that's not. Yeah, this is no. See, I can understand if this kid did an Oscar De La Hoya and fight in Trinidad and just backed off. I can understand that, but this is not this. No, it was a popularity contest. This was like a fucking Canelo versus Erislandy Lara. This was worse, but I'm gonna tell you why. Santiago didn't let off of Broner. You know, maybe one round in that whole fight. That's fire the fucking judges. Get rid of them. You don't need them. You paying these motherfuckers for nothing. I don't get them. I don't understand why they're even there. What qualifies these judges to make sound decisions on who won what? That's what I want to know. Who guarantees or qualifies these fighters? And who guarantees they know what the fuck they're doing? You know, I got home as fast as I could to try to get this whole fight. But you know what? Fuck it. This is what we have. This was a Broner set up for a Tank. Nah, I don't see that fight going down. Tank Davis is at 130, 135. This fight was at 147. AB wanted to laugh after the decision. He knew he lost that fight. Boston Lodges United. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you, bro. I wanted to go home and look at my fight. I haven't fought in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I felt good. I felt like I beat him with the jab. It felt good. For one, you didn't fucking throw enough jabs to beat him with a jab. He didn't even initiate a fucking jab. That's the problem. So how do you? I don't know. Whatever. Let me keep reading. Up after the 6, it seemed like you turned it on. What do you think about the performance? Like I said, I have to go back. See, anytime when motherfuckers say they gotta go back, that means you really weren't confident in that ability that you did right then. You're not even sure. Like he said, I gotta go back. See, if they had a crowd, they would be born right now. And see, boxing can go undone like this because it's already crooked as shit. But then people don't have to see it because they have no one there to contest it. They don't have another media group there. They don't have a crowd there. They don't have the crowds. They don't have the supporters of the opposite team there. They don't have anybody to contest this bullshit. They don't have that. That's the problem. See, Adrian Broner, I like Adrian Broner. However, he didn't win this fight, bro. He didn't win this fight. Now, again, I saw rounds 4 on up. So, AB won all rounds, man. Not hard to see that. Well, obviously, I'm going blind, bro. Taco Man done. I'm going blind. I mean, that's no, it wasn't a Pac-Man Bradley. Because, see, it ain't like Bradley outpointed fucking Pacquiao. You know, well, yeah, kind of, I guess. Bigger rob than this was Bradley versus Pac. Well, the first Pac, Bradley did have his moments, though. You know, a lot of times it was just overshadowed with the more popular fighter. Noted. I think Bradley won. No, I don't. But this shit, I judge the fight based on the sounds AB made when he threw punches. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, that was bad. KO of the year, Dufar Kurt. Maurice Hanna, love your content. God bless. God bless you, Maurice. Appreciate you. I'll send you my spare glasses. I guess I need new ones also. Shit, I guess so too, Jim. But I mean, because I see a guy that I look. This is how I looked at this fight. I seen a more talented guy that didn't throw enough punches that got out hustled. He landed the better shots. Okay, so I guess that's how they judged it. But I'm not even sure how these motherfuckers judged it. So I'm not even gonna I'm not even going to pretend like I know what they were looking for, because if you got scorecards that far off, that means the guy that threw the most punches, landed the most punches, you only seen him win 2 or 3 rounds. For every fucking 1 to 2 punches Adrian Broner threw and landed, he threw and landed 7 or 8, 5 or 6. Reynoso passed a very important test to his credibility as a top coach. The swing between the orthodox and southpaw stance was a thing of beauty. Luke. Shout out from Derby, England, 5 a.m, near about off topic, but Wilder versus Fury 2. Kenny Bayless sees the man in the front row pointing and stops the fight. Check it out. Man, there's so much shit about that fight. You know what? I don't even care about that right now. I'm looking at this shit. You know, I missed this live. Dude, I haven't been on but 40 minutes. You know, I tried to catch the bulk of the fight. You know, it doesn't surprise me that he did a nice job in there. You outlanded him, obviously, to the body, more jabs and more everything. So how the fuck did he lose? At this, what point do you feel maybe you were losing? Wait a minute. Well, Jovanie Santiago's not contesting it. He said he could have been in either way. So I mean, he doesn't contest it, whatever. So I mean, if he's not complaining about it, how should we blow a gasket? I mean, I just know what I saw and I counterpunch what I saw. And that is what they say is that. They robbed Santiago, but he's happy he made a nice check. Yeah, that's probably all it is. You know, just like what's my man that Jermel fought? Hit him like a fucking grazing punch to the trunks. Half of the shit landed and he went down and shit all, shaking and shit like he just bust a nut. Remember that shit? You know what I mean? And he's sitting somewhere in a fucking villa right now, chilling. Yeah, Rosario, that's his name. Yeah, he's sitting in DR right now, chilling in the mountains with a big ass house he just built. You know what I mean? His house is built right now. You know, you can build a house in DR for like 4 months. Biggest you want, biggest shit. He's good. How much did they pay him to be so happy to lose? David Watkins, I don't know. Shit, apparently enough. So he ain't pissed off or mad or none of that shit. He's just like, fuck it. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it is what it is, man. Yeah. Cairo Middleton, yeah. Hey, San Rosario. Hey, money talks though. Money talks, and then the way he kind of, he didn't contest it, and I find that kind of weird. Like, yo, you didn't do any of that shit. Like, what's the deal? What's really the deal? Why is Kevin Bacon older in life looking like fucking Clint Eastwood to me? City on a Hill. Okay. That looks like a pretty good show that I might check out on Showtime. I have to get back into my shows, man. I mean, I do grind a lot or whatnot. Robert Easter, he jabbed his way to victory. I seen a little bit of that in the Martin fight. He just outclassed Martin, out hustled him. He just got out, he just was first. Brazil versus Wileen. Okay, let's talk about this shit for a minute. Brazil versus Wileen was like, dude, that shit was pathetic. Fucking Dominic Brazil was so slow. Look, Wileen hit his ass at will. The only time Dominic Brazil had a chance of landing some of those slow ass molasses punches that he was swinging was when he was on the ropes. AB beats Bud. Easy. Dude, get the fuck out of here. I know you just didn't say AB beats Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford will probably stop AB, probably be the first one that do it. Yeah. Do I think Wileen's legit? I think Wileen was on a totally different level as Brazil. And it just shows you with Otto Wileen, too, what he was able to do with Tyson Fury when he fought Tyson Fury. Mean Machine almost KO'd Bud. No, he didn't fucking almost KO Bud. He stunned Bud and knocked Bud down. He did that. But did Bud look like he was shook up? No, he didn't. Just caught him with a good shot. Look, Bud ain't no bitch while you fucking trolling. I don't know why you trolling, but it is what it is. King KO. PBC paying judges under the table, huh? Well, all of them do that shit. It ain't just PBC. They're all doing the same shit. Wileen's only problem is that he has the stamina of a sprinter. He's good for the first 6 rounds, but slows down from that point. Well, I thought that Brazil was going to catch him with something that really got his attention, either hurt him or knock him down, but he didn't do anything. Jane, fire the judges. Yep, you should fire the judges. Absolutely. Yeah, he's slow, dude. But look, that dude is so damn slow. It was just ridiculous, man. Bud would destroy AB. Well, it's his opinion, but I'm like talking some shit about Adrian Broner, dude. That's not, and then look, and if that's the fucking case, Terrence Crawford's looking for another opponent. You think Terrence Crawford would? You think AB would take $2 million to fight Terrence Crawford? That's the question you ask yourself. And if he did, that means that, by to say the least, he ain't bitches like those other cats are. What am I eating? Nothing yet. I got some prime rib that I might eat on. I got some salmon too. So I don't know if I'm probably gonna eat the salmon. It's lighter. Like even the punch after the bell, I can understand it. Like if they took points or whatever. But yeah, dude. Well, Roy, you didn't miss much. You seen a robbery and a couple mediocre fights. Fucking Dominic Brazil was slow as shit. Otto Valine box circles around him. And, I didn't see the others. The Breland interview will be hopefully tomorrow because he went out of town. So that's the thing about that. He went out of town, but it's going to happen sometime this week. The latest next weekend, but that's the latest. Broner is broke. Probably take anything. Yeah, props to Valine. Valine did that. He boxed that motherfucker and he fought smart and did that thing. He did that thing. Santiago, I don't know how to. Yeah, that was crazy. This could be an ego win for Broner and get him over the hump. Yeah, I guess so. Black governor, I guess so, man. I don't know. I guess so. Whatever. I mean, but look, again, you can't be pissed off about a guy that ain't pissed off for himself. Fuck him. Otto had Dominique on shut. Yeah, he did. Hulk mode 24/7. He had this guy he fucked him off. I mean, he hit Dominique flush. And it just shows you, though, a lot of things that it shows you this. Look at Deontay Wilder. You see how many times Valine hit Dominique flush? And I'm gonna actually do a video when because I'm about to jump off of here and do the official videos. But you guys, if you notice something about Wilder hit that motherfucker one time. Boom! And look, and he dropped his ass like a sack of potatoes. That should show you, and it should really let you understand the respect you need for Deontay Wilder's punching power. Counterpunch. Because he got fucking punched all night long. Bruises, cuts, swells, you name it. Dominic Brazil had it. But did he go down one time? No. Shelton Moore. Broner is a clown. Very disrespectful post-fight interview. Should have been closer in cards, but I saw PBC card. I knew it was going to be whack. Broner said he only had $13 left coming into the fight. Do you think? I don't know. I have no idea. He did get up from the punch, but the whole thing is it took one of them motherfuckers to put him down, John Warrior. But here's another thing. How many times did Valine punch him? That's a lot. That's a lot. Wilder hit this man one time and put his ass on his back. But, guys, it's been cool. It's been real. I'm about to start on these videos. Stay tuned for them. I'll be going live tomorrow so we can kind of recap some of this shit still. Everybody be safe. I'm glad you guys came on. And everybody's been counterpunch. Peace.